Good evening, guys. Happy Saturday, happy weekend. Welcome to another episode of Life Chat with Lawyer Precious. We do this every other Saturday. We do this every Saturday by 9 p.m. and I get to call expertise in their own right to share with us everything about business, anything about investment, real estate, whatever investment that you want to go into. Good evening once again. My name is Precious Toju. I am a business recovery lawyer, an insolvency practitioner based in Lagos State, Nigeria, and I am your anchor. Okay, Mr. Korede says, "Good day, ma. So good to be here. Good. Nice to have you on board. Nice to have you guys." Good evening, everyone. Tonight is a very interesting topic, really interesting one. I personally am ready to learn tonight. We all learn every day. The only person that has stopped learning is the person that is 6 feet below the ground. So tonight we're having a business grant expert who will be sharing with us why you need to apply for business grants and how you can actually go about it. So tonight our topic is 5 reasons why you should apply for business grants and how. 5 reasons you should apply for business grants and how. We're not just going to tell you why you should apply for business grant, we're going to tell you how to go about it in a wrap. So tonight I'm having Stella Adebayo. She is the CEO of Biz Grants. That is Business Grants. She's on Instagram as Biz Grants. B-I-Z then Grants, G-R-A-N-T. And she is solely based on, aside other things, her major focus is to help startups, entrepreneurs, business owners get free money, get interest free or default free money to boost their business. The thing is that a lot of us do not understand that there are business grants out there. Just the same way we do not understand that there are scholarships all over the world and you could be a beneficiary of this scholarship right from your undergraduate to master's to PhD. It's the same thing. A lot of people are not aware that there are business grants from the government, that there are grants that the government can give to them to start, grow, and run the business. And a lot of people have been beneficiary of those grants over the years. I do see these things on papers and all of that. We see these things, we hear about it, and we just feel it is alien to us. We just feel it is far off. Sometimes some people feel that it is until you know somebody. An average Nigerian will always think that until you know somebody somewhere, that is when you're able to get 1 or 2 things about the government. But it's not always the case. It's not always the issue. So tonight, I'm going to be reading her profile. Why I hope she comes online before I'm done reading her profile. Her name is Stella Adebayo. She is a transformational and charismatic social entrepreneur with an outstanding experience in teaching, digital marketing, sales, creative business plan development, and funding for young startups. Okay, so let me take that again. She is good and well experienced in teaching, digital marketing, sales, creative business plan development, and funding for young startups. Okay, so Stella Adebayo has double honors in French language education from the prestigious University of Lagos. Okay, and an MBA, a Master's in Business Administration in Business Management from the International Finance Corporation. Knowing that one major challenge young businesses have is access to finance, she created Biz Grants, a virtual information hub with a mission to provide at least 50,000 entrepreneurs and business owners in the next 10 years with regular updates on latest grants, funding, and personal opportunities to either start, support, or scale up the businesses. So tonight I have Mrs. Stella Adebayo on board. Okay. Okay.
Good evening.
Yeah, you're supposed to also be on Facebook. We have people on Facebook as well.
Okay. My Instagram is not like linked to my Facebook, but those on your own Facebook Live can actually see the conversation on your own live.
I'm not using this. There's a particular app for it, and no problem. Let's just shoot. So please, guys, if you're on Facebook, just listen while I ask the questions. I should be responding. I'm actually going to put the link for Instagram here, or I'm going to upload it on my YouTube channel. So either way, you get to watch it on Instagram, the replay, so that you can see her face and hear what she has to say, or you go to my YouTube channel to watch. Stella Adebayo, welcome, madam.
Thank you.
Herself. Good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you for accepting to be here tonight.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
I read your profile, and people are already itching. A lot of people are online already, and I mean, nothing less than 200 people. Sorry about online. We ran an ad for this, and we reached over 1,000 people. So this is actually really necessary because I felt it's something. My life talk is basically legal, but I just felt there are a lot of finance issues ongoing with the present economy. People just need all the free money that they could, actually lay your hands on. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Stella Adebayo. She is the CEO of Biz Grants, and she's going to be educating us tonight on 5 reasons why you and I actually need to apply for business grants and how we can actually go about it. So, Stella, we have read your profile. Tell us a little bit about yourself, something that we have not read about.
Okay. I think I did not share my profile that I own a school. A private nursery, primary, and secondary school. I also I co-found a.
You run a school.
Wow. Yes. But I have my staff assigned to manage the school for me, so I'm not like in the operations. No, I'm not in the operations. Initially, I will shed more light on it as we go in the course of the conversation tonight. So I have a team managing the school basically. So I have somebody who is the business, the school manager, and the other team. They put everything in place. So I just go there to check up regularly from time to time. So I'm not I'm not in the operations of the school, but I know what happens.
The school is on autopilot, driving itself.
Yeah, so I didn't start it like that, but in the course of our conversation, I'll shed more light on that. And I also co-found a recycling company. That's a startup. Yes, I co-founded it. Yeah, I have a main co-founder, and basically I'm fully into Biz Grant. So I think those are the things that I will not share about myself. And in the course of our conversation, I'll shed more light on how everything evolved. I got into school, I got out to school business, started Biz Grant, and the rest of the other things. Yeah.
Wow, beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's dive in. So, business grants. How did you start?
Okay.
Because all of my guests that has come for this live section, I always would want to know why they decided to pinch their tent in a particular field. So, how did you start this idea of, helping people access grants? What prompts that?
Okay, so I would never share. There's no way I would ever share this brand story without relating it to my school. Okay, so I started my school in 2018. Like, I didn't know anything about business. I studied education in school, French language and education in school. No business background, no business or knowledge background, but I knew that to start a school business or to start any business or whatever, I did my research. I spoke to school owners just to get ideas. I have a cousin who also runs a school, so I met her, got ideas from her. I also spoke to some other school owners. So I wasn't like, my situation wasn't like I just started because I had school business is rosy and then I put money into it. No, it wasn't like that. And then I did my findings, did my costing, or then I didn't even know what the business plan was or whatever it was, but I just started. I got all this information and then I put in the money that was available and then we started. Now to shock you that few months into the business, about 2-3 months into the business, I realized that parents were owing. I couldn't pay my staff. I was struggling to pay my staff. I was struggling to maintain the school, and there was no way I could get any money. So I was so depressed. Like the first December, that was December 2018, I was depressed. Like I did not pay my staff salary. So so bad. And before that December, I remember in November, while I was just scrolling through Facebook feeds, I saw a classmate of mine who we finished her Unilag. Okay, so I saw that she put up a big placard and she won a grant, a 100,000 naira grant. And I was like, wow, okay. I didn't go to her DM. I read the information on the placard that she was holding. I checked the name of the brand. I went on Google. I did my search. I got the website. I went to the website. I realized, okay, these people, they support small businesses. They support entrepreneurs, female entrepreneurs, 100K, 250K every month. You get it. So I was like, okay. So I read their objective, their terms and conditions. What would it take for me to benefit from that funding opportunity? Then I got all the information. Like I was on that website overnight. I remember it was on a Saturday stroke, Sunday night. I read everything, and then I signed up, and then I started. I didn't reach out to the lady that was my colleague, that was my former classmate in school. I didn't reach out to her, but I went to the website. I did all of this, and then I started. And then I applied in December. Okay, I was hoping that I'll be able to get the money and all of those things. And when I started my business, I didn't have knowledge of how to run a business, people management, and all of this. It was just the godly thing in me that was just like more like a guide. Okay, so it's important I share this story because in the course of the journey, you get the reason why I'm sharing this. So I applied in December, they shortlisted, and I wasn't among those that were selected for I wasn't on the finalists. So I was like, wow. Okay, I was depressed, I was down, no money to pay my staff salary. I told myself, whatever the case, I'm going to jump on it again in February when application opens. So when I hear people say they apply for grants once they didn't get it and
they just give up.
You get that. So I was going to reapply. And what did I do? I looked out for those that won in December. I checked their video pitches. I tried to make some findings on and the previous winners, what were the things that they did, what made the application stood out. So when I wanted to apply in January, I implemented all of these strategies in my own application. Unfortunately, I got selected, I got shortlisted, and to my amazement, I got 250,000 naira grant January. Wow. That January 2019, and that was it. And after I got the grant, if I had brought the money to my house, do you get
yes. Wow.
Yes. They came with everything to my house, and then they did the transfer like immediately and all of those things. And that grant was not just like, once you get that grant, you're able to meet the KPIs. By December, you could apply for 1 million. That's if you're a previous winner of either 100K or 250. So imagine I saw somebody who I knew won 100K. I didn't go to her team, I didn't bother. I just saw the information. I went to do my research, and I got 250. And that opened my eyes. And then I began to do my own findings. Like, it's like there are people who Okay.
Welcome back.
Yeah, please, in fact, I'm using MTN. I don't know what their problem is. I'm using Wi-Fi. I don't know what their issue is.
Yeah, it's
Because of
everywhere.
that, they've been
Yeah.
having serious network challenges. I just hope that this thing stays so that people can benefit from what I'm sharing
Yeah,
tonight.
I think people are actually, a lot of people are online and they're really interested in what you're saying.
Okay, so
Okay, you stopped
did you know where I stopped? Okay, okay.
where they brought the money, did a transfer, and you were eligible to apply for, I think, about 1 million
Okay,
grant.
okay, okay, okay. So I said once entrepreneurs or startups get the either the 100K or the 250K, the entrepreneur has the chance to apply by December if he or she is able to meet up with the KPIs. I told them I wanted to use the money to do XYZ. So if I was able to do it and then show them, okay, with this money, this is what I've been able to do in my business, and I could apply for a million naira grant. Okay, so and then I was supposed to share that besides the money, the website, the platform, they had this sort of entrepreneurship training, okay, where I could go check up courses on the website, and then I got exposed to business training. I got exposed to what I needed to do. I got an idea, the basic things I needed to do to put structure in my business. My business wasn't registered at the time I started. I didn't. So after I got the money, I registered my business. Really sorry, you guys. So I've disconnected other devices from the Wi-Fi. So let's hope that it stays
Yeah.
now. Let's hope it stays.
All
Okay,
right. So
so
let's
okay, good. So
all
yeah,
right.
yeah. So if I was going to get access to the a million naira grant that year, I had to have the support of other entrepreneurs. So I was like, okay, this thing is going to be like a win-win thing. How about and then I was pretty new on Instagram. Like I wasn't on Instagram. Like I think I joined Instagram 2018 towards the end of the year. So it was just like a personal page. So and then that January after I won, I think it was in February or March, I converted it to a business account, became this grant precisely, and then I was like, okay. And then I started. I was just like, okay, how about? And then I realized that a lot of entrepreneurs were having challenges with Hi, yeah, I'm really sorry. So I switched to Airtel. Yeah. So I have to quickly switch to Airtel.
We are praying fire and brimstone on it on MPN tonight.
So okay, cool. So let me just continue. Sorry guys. Yeah. It's network, so I had to quickly switch to Airtel. So I'm back now. Okay, so then I decided, okay, businesses need to get on board. So I decided, okay, if I was going to, I decided I was going to teach other businesses the steps that I took, and of course, how they can also get this particular grant. And this was the only one that I knew of at that time. So what did I do? I set up a WhatsApp group, and then I told a few businesses that I already knew then. And guess what? They didn't take it serious. Like they were nonchalant about it. Then I was like, is it because I decided to do this thing free? Then I realized that I think the saying that people do not value free things is actually true. So
That's it.
so what did I do? Then I began to do my research. I saw a lot of people who were selling like services on Instagram, selling courses and all of those things. I looked at what they were doing. Then I looked at what I was doing. Like it took me a couple of weeks to put the write-up together. Then I paid a popular Instagram influencer, Osla Square. I need to mention that. So I paid her. I ran the advert on our page, and then the class was, I think that class was 1 5 years. And to my amazement, I did like 3 batches and I made over 500,000 from the class alone, teaching people the steps that they needed to take to get this grant. And then I set up a community, okay, that okay, if you need if you want to ask questions, you need help and all of those things. And some people got the grant. Those who followed the step by step, they got the grant and all of those things. And then I started research. I found out other grants. I found out and then I realized, oh my, if I needed to grow this thing, I needed to learn. I needed to open myself to learning. I took courses. I paid free. I paid for classes. I paid for coaching session. I got into Access Bank Women Premier Pitch. Out of the over 36,000 women that applied, I got into top 50, selected for MBA, got trained by IFC, and that's just been how it is. And then I began to educate people more about grants, what you're supposed to do to access grants. These are the things I need to put in place. And then testimonials kept coming, I kept growing. And then my school, at a point, I realized, there's no way, because when I started, I was the HM, I was the proprietress, I was the assistant, I was the PA, I was the typist, I was the admin, I was the bosser, I was, in fact, whatever you could call it. So with time, money came in, and then I started employing people, and then I got somebody to actually manage the operations, deal with parents, and then I moved out to face this brand, and then the recycling business that the recycling startup that I said I'm currently co-founding, and we're working on it at the moment. And then I started educating people. Like in the last 1 year, our community members have accessed full grants of value over 100 million naira, both in grant funding and in training. Businesses have grown. We've gotten wonderful feedbacks and the rest of. So basically, that's the journey into grant. So it's not like I just came and then, of course, it's spurred from my experience and desire to also educate other entrepreneurs, so those small businesses who are struggling, how to grow their business, how to create structure for their businesses, and basically that's it. Maziza Farms, I see you.
That's a very deep story. That's a very deep story. It's encouraging because and this is why I say it's encouraging. Because you did your research, you took courses, you did your homework basically. Whereas other people would just see an opportunity and just have. When I was new to Instagram, I needed to know how to navigate Instagram. I wasn't really bothered. I'm still not bothered about followers anyway. I'm bothered about value, but there are certain one or two things I needed to navigate and know about. And I was seeing different courses flying here and there, and I was just buying because I love to have. And I just discovered that some people just copy and paste certain things, copy and paste somebody else's work, and then do a lot of things. And my point here exactly is a lot of people do not do their homework when they want to like pinch that tent somewhere. Now, there is no industry that whatever you want to do that is new. However, you must the fact that you did your homework, and that is really because I wanted to. How did I even call? I wanted to talk about grants. I did like lawyer how all this loan, because I personally discourage loan for startups personally, because as a debt recovery lawyer things happen. So I usually would discourage you as a startup to go forcing to get loan with that has interest and default rates attached to it. And so somebody is there any videos are just posting here and there. Is there any way you could assess fundings? And I was like, yes, so that I know they are grants, but I've not really taken out my time to read it up, or even I've never applied for it. I felt, let me get somebody that knows this grant well, and let the person talk about it. And so I was just searching online, and that was how I came across you. And I just didn't like take you. I had to go back to how you started. So I always like indirect investigation. I just tried to do my little bit of my homework, and I was like, okay, she's made moves and she's good. So I like the fact that you did your homework. It's really important. An average person, an average Nigerian will just jump into something, copy somebody's work, copy what is on Google, and put it out there for people. And people just keep. So it's not like trial and error. So I appreciate you for that. So basically, this grant, what you do is that you help people access grants, all sorts of grants to help them, you know, probably.
Can I come in there? Can I come in
Okay.
there? Okay. So this one basically is a platform that provides information to startups, young entrepreneurs, basically between business entrepreneurs between 1 to 5 years.
Okay.
We provide information on how to access grants and other funding opportunities to help them to grow their businesses. You get it?
Okay.
So because statistics, as in research has it that businesses between 1 to 5 years, over 80% of businesses between 1 to 5 years die. You get it? Due to lack of access to funding, lack of knowledge on how to grow the business, lack of people management, lack of staff management, lack of structure and the rest. So beyond providing information on grants, get the grants, put the money right, put proper structure in your business. How do you manage your staff? How do you manage your team? As a business owner, is all the operations just centered around you? Because if you're a business owner and the operations of your business, you are the one that is in charge of operations. There's no how as a CEO. There's no way you will have the time to think of strategies that will help you to move your business from point A to point B. So at some point, it's cool. It's cool to start alone. Many small businesses started alone, but at some point, you need to document the procedures and then employ people that will actually take those steps and then get into the operations while you strategize, while you go ahead to take more trainings, while you go ahead to get out to get more funding, and then think of how to innovate on your business idea. Continuous innovation, because that is what it is. The competition in the market is very huge. So how to grow that business. Okay, so these are the things that we provide on BizGrant.
Beautiful. And so basically your target audience are businesses between 1 to 5 years.
Yes. And we work with entrepreneurs that are between 18 and 35. Although we work with older entrepreneurs, but these grant opportunities and other opportunities are basically available for entrepreneurs between 18 and 35. Although there are other grant organizations that are not age bound, they are not age specific. Yes, just a few of them, but those are our targets.
All right. Thank you so much. So, what exactly are business grants and how is it different from loans from financial institutions? Because believe you me, a lot of people are just hearing about grants for the first time. People are just hearing that. So, what exactly, when you say grant, what does it mean? And how is it different from taking money from financial
institutions? Okay, great. In my own definition of grant is basically free. Anything that is free that you're not required to pay back. Grants can come in funding. Okay, that is money. They pay the money to either your personal or business account. But most, like over 95% of organizations who give grants, who grant funding, send the monies to the business account of the business owners. Okay, that's a corporate account. That's why it's important for businesses to register their business, start transacting with their businesses, their business account. Now, that is grant. It is free. So it's either they give you money, okay, or they give you equipment for your business. So let's say you're into production, like you're manufacturing and your production process, you've been doing manual, and you know that when you do manual, probably you're doing manual and you're producing 500, but you know when you get machine, there's possibility for you to produce 5,000, 10,000 a week as against 500 that you're doing manually. So, and the machine is expensive, but you cannot afford it. So organizations who support entrepreneurs, like the Kyoto and Play Foundation, recently one of my clients got a $1 million in assets. Yes, she got a $1 million asset grant for her business. That was last month. She produces yogurt. She sells probiotics, yogurt, and the rest of the other things. So they give you equipment, okay, equipment at that value. So if let's say, like, let me use this one. Let's say we were supporting entrepreneurs, but we say we want to give 2 entrepreneurs 500K each, or $1 million or $5 million funding. We specify its funding, and we say, okay, business owners, what are the challenges? Do you need equipment for your business? We want to provide equipment valued at $5 million to 5 entrepreneurs. So each entrepreneur will get business equipment that will be valued at $1 million. So if you as a small business, you know you need equipment, you've made your findings, Google Jumia, you've gotten the pricing. So what you just need is the equipment. You will give us the invoice, we will provide it for you, and you will not pay back. Now, I need to state this categorically that loans also are available in that option. Banks, financial institutions, they give loans either cash or in equipment. Some banks even support businesses with equipment like generator, machines, and all of that, and then you pay back in cash, but they give you equipment. Unlike grants, it is free. Either grant for funding, either grant in equipment, or in training and mentorship to grow your business. So some organizations, they value like training and mentorship. Let me just give an example, like incubation programs, accelerator programs. They'll train you, creating structure for your business, policies around starting your business, creating legal structure, taxes, legal requirements for starting a business for different business industries. They provide you all of this training. They bring industry experts, they bring coaches. In fact, your eyes will be exposed. And see, that's what I want to advise entrepreneurs, startups on this call. Don't be a loner. Don't say, okay, you know, you can do it. It will shock you when you go out, what you learn, and then you bring it into your business. There are some CEOs, they are like, and then the way they treat themselves, I'm the CEO and the staff, I have the final say. Whereas you need to listen to what your team is saying, because whatever it is they are saying will help you to grow your business. It's not about you. The business. What is important is the vision for the business. Some businesses started, they did not have a vision for their business. It's okay. It's okay. There's nothing wrong. But if you didn't have a vision for your business, it doesn't mean that you should continue not to have a vision for your business. If you don't know what your 3 years, 5 years projection, it's okay. But what is not okay is for you to remain on that spot when opportunities like this come to open your eyes. Is that you? Of course, at the end of the session, I'll share more. Do your own findings. You need to grow. You need to do your own research if you really want to grow your business. So you have to tell yourself: do you want to run your business as do you want to continue as a mushroom business, or you want to grow your business? What vision do you have for your business? And of course, how to manage, because people management in business is very, 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 very key. A lot of people have lost clients. A lot of people, their businesses have gone down because they can't manage their staff. They talk with their staff harshly, and because of, all of those things. When you go for all this incubation, accelerator, training, business mentorship, and all of those things, your eyes will be exposed. You will see the reasons why you need to imbibe this thing in your business. And then, because some of these organizations, they give all of these trainings and the funding. No, it's not just about the funding. There are other factors that affect the success of the business. Okay, so they provide these trainings and all of those things. So some value the trainings. Okay, let's say we are training entrepreneurs. We are something we are not just training you, we are providing funding for you, like the OC and Orange Corners Activation Program. They're not just training entrepreneurs, they're also providing funding for you to grow your business. So basically, that's.
Okay, so in other words, this grant can either come as a physical cash or a trade. So it must not be cash that you get all the time. So and one could actually get an option. Is it possible for a particular grant institution or organization to say, can you choose training or money? Is that possible?
No. I've not heard of that. I've not heard of that. And I need to specify that there are some grants that are one-off. What you just do is to submit your application, you fill the online application, or you submit your business plan, and then they shortlist, they pick their winners. While some you have to go to trainings before you get the funding, they will train you before you pitch and then get the funding. So there's no option of. But it's only few organizations who say, okay, just train you. If you train entrepreneurs, finish. What about the money that they give you? Just a few. Most that I know, they'll train you, they give you money, or you just submit your application, they select, you pitch your business, you pitch your idea, pitch your business value, and then they select the winners.
Yeah, thank you so much. It makes a whole lot of sense, because I feel the training aspect before you give them money makes a whole lot of sense. And this is my reason. Because if you give somebody money without the person really understanding what it takes to run a business and to manage that money, it's just a matter of time. Even if it's 10 million you give the person, it's just a matter of time there will be mismanagement. So that makes
that reminds me of You Win. I don't know if you remember You Win. I think you win. Network that don't want us to be great, but we will refuse it.
Fire by force. I was busy dancing to entertain the audience. Okay. So let's move to the next question. Okay, so I was about to say, before the network thing came in that everything has disadvantage and advantages or advantages. When it comes to free money, let me just ask the guru here. When it comes to free money, is there any disadvantage in grants? That's one. Secondly, these organizations that give grants, just the way people get scholarship, do they have any interest in those businesses that are giving grants? Is there anything that they seek from those businesses? Is there anything they demand from them afterwards? So it's very important that we know these things.
Okay, cool. Remember when I started sharing? Okay, let me take the first question. Is there any disadvantage in applying for?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're back. Yeah.
Go past network tonight. Okay, so disadvantages, advantages.
So I got the question, disadvantages, and then what? Can you remind me of the second question?
What this organization that give this grant, what do they really stand to gain from the business? Is there anything they demand from them?
Okay, I get it. Okay, so are there disadvantages in applying for grants? None that I know of. Somebody wants to give me free money or wants to offer me value. Are there disadvantages? None that I know of. I've never even thought about the fact that if there are disadvantages, because I'm yet to encounter, to have any experience, either myself or from my community members or from my clients, or reasons why they should not apply for grants. Okay. What I would say is entrepreneurs need to watch out. There are free grants and there are organizations genuinely giving out grants. Okay, while some organizations, some fraudsters, okay, have decided to use that opportunity to scam people. So I usually say grant is free money. So anybody saying they want to give you a grant and they're asking you to pay, just know that that's the red flag, and then you should not run away from it. You get it. So some people use that opportunity that, okay, want to give you money, come and apply, but you are going to pay 5,000 naira for application, or you pay 50,000 for application. Just know that no, that one is not real. Okay, possibly
once it's free.
So once it's free. Even if those that are training, it's free. You get it. So now to the second question, what is the value the organizations that are giving the grants? What value do they get in return? Okay, this is it. Now, these organizations, some of them have CSR projects. Okay, corporate social responsibility. So that depends on the objective of the CSR of the organization. So if the objective of the CSR of Access Bank is to support women entrepreneurs, then they decide to create a Womenpreneur project, okay, to support entrepreneurs, female entrepreneurs with training and funding. Okay, so the organizations giving the grants, they have a project. Okay, corporate social responsibility support. This is what we are doing to give back to the society. We are running our businesses. Our business is thriving. Like the Tony Elumelu Foundation, cropped out from the TEF, from the founder of Union Bank, the chairman of Union Bank, Dr. Tony Elumelu himself. You get it. So this is, what do they want? What is it? They want to say, okay, the last 2 years, we are not just running businesses in Nigeria, but this is what we are giving back to the society. In the last 2 years, we've been able to support XYZ number of entrepreneurs with XYZ amount of money, and these businesses in return, they've been able to grow their businesses from point A to point B. That's why I mentioned KPIs, okay, at the beginning. So they need to be like, they have to provide the data. Okay, some of them, they have reports to international organizations. So this is it. This is what we're doing in our company. And of course, they also get larger funding. Some of them, not all of them, but they want to be able to say we are able to give back to the society. We are able to give back to the community. We are able to give back to our country. So that's basically what they benefit from supporting entrepreneurs. And there's nothing more fulfilling as knowing that, okay, we are not just enjoying all the money anymore, we are also supporting other people. We're also trying to lift other people up. So that's like building a legacy. They're not just saying they are getting all the money, all the loan and all of those things, but they're supporting other people. So that's what they stand to benefit from it.
Okay, very interesting. So we could actually summarize to say that most of grants are like CSR, like giving
Yeah.
back to the community. These are little way of giving back to the community. Thank you so much. So quickly, what are basically the 5 reasons every business should, apply for? People should apply for business grants, and why?
Okay. So I would say, why would you, as a small business, apply for a business grant? Now, this is it. If you're struggling in your business, okay, if your business, like there are testimonials of people whose businesses that, for example, we're about to. In fact, let me not say some people. Let me be specific. I have a client who was almost selling off her equipment because her business was not growing.
Wow.
She was just tired of the business. The business was not growing, so she was about to sell her business. Then she came across this training. I think that was 2019 or 2020. Facebook training, digital training for businesses, and she got on board. And then her business that moved from crashing and shutting down switched up. You get it? The training helped her to reshape her.
So you were saying something about 5 reasons business should apply.
Okay, so I was sharing because it's not, we hear a lot of coaches, people talking about different things, do this, do that, just saying without giving a social proof. So when I speak, I give proof. You get it? So just for you to get the authenticity and the realness in whatever it is that I'm sharing. So I'm not just going to give reasons and say, okay, this is why you should apply for grant if your business is struggling, without giving you examples of people whose businesses whose businesses were almost crashing, and the training, the funding, their businesses got revival. So, and then after the training, fortunately got submitted for grant for that, the grant from that training, and she got 500K. You get it? And then the knowledge, she was able to even see beyond. You get some people's businesses, some people, they are supposed to use tech to innovate on their businesses. Tech should help them to know, get more people, get clients online and all of those things, network again. And then with technology they can do a lot of things, but because they are just all about the location where they are, their target market is their physical location. They are not thinking how they can use tech to reach other people outside their location and all of those things. A lot of people don't know these things. So that's one reason. Your business is growing, you need funding, you need knowledge, you need business knowledge. It's not just about, I have money, I can run business, I can do my business. If you don't have the prerequisite knowledge and in training or I think there's something called in training and ongoing training that you require for your business to move from the point where it is to the next point, you need to jump on grants opportunities. Very, very important. If your business is struggling, you need to jump on it. You don't have the right knowledge to grow your business. Jump. If you need funding for your business, you need to jump on grants. Now, another reason why you should apply for grants, okay? Now, beyond the money, beyond the training, opportunity for you to network with other entrepreneurs. Because when you apply for grants, you get on this training, you'll be able to meet other business owners from different sectors. Okay, you learn about their own businesses, you learn different strategies. Okay, you'll be able to see beyond
what they're doing that you're not doing.
And most importantly, people will share idea with you on how to innovate on your business idea. Things that you never thought you could bring into your business, they will share it with you. If you're struggling with if there was something about your business that you're just doing and you know that you could actually add a plus to it, people will share idea with you because there's a network of entrepreneurs. That is another reason. Then number 4 reason why you should apply for grants. Same on the networking. The ability to be able to have access to a larger market. You get it? When you network with other entrepreneurs, you'll be able to but possibly the entrepreneurs on the training or the incubation program or whatever it is, they can link you up with the right person or the right market. They can tell you, okay, I have link to I know some people in possibly you're targeting how to expand to across beyond Nigeria. You're looking at how to expand especially if you're into manufacturing your product or you have a service that you have the ability to provide the product or services to people outside your state, outside your geographical location, outside Nigeria. Be able to meet people that can have connections and be able to connect with you. Of course, it's not going to come free. People should look out for what value you're going to be able to offer. You should be able to offer value to people, and then you get value in return. You speak with people. Instead of sometimes, if you want to come and meet me to help me to look at your business idea, okay, what do you think I can do to my business idea? How can I integrate on it? My fee is very, very huge. I will charge you. But if you go for these trainings, you will be shocked. You get the information free from the other entrepreneurs. So that's another reason. Okay. And number 5 reason why you should apply for business grants.
In fact, it's even more than 5. Yeah, people said more than 5. That's really, really interesting. So, according to the last question for tonight's section,
okay,
this is like one of the longest live chats I've had. Aside the network thing, it's a very interesting one. Now, what should business owners look out for when applying for the grants?
Okay,
that is what are the things? What are the highlights? What are the things that they should look out for when they want to apply for these grants? Yes, grants is good, but there should be a checklist.
Yeah, definitely, there are checklists. Okay, so I would say let me term that grant funding policies. Okay, not just, I need to talk about the grant funding policies. Okay, so that, because you hear a lot of people say, I've applied for these grants now, but they did not select me. I don't have time, Jare. You know, all of those things. So before you apply for a grant, when I started with my story, I said what? I went to the website. I read everything about it. I read everything, and I had an idea of what we were looking out for before I shot my shots. Yes. So as a business owner, you need grants. True. So there are grants that are for entrepreneurs between 18 and 35. And if you are above that age and you go and apply, you are obviously wasting your time. So that time that you're supposed to use to do exactly. So look out. So the first thing you should look out for is the criteria. Okay, what is the criteria? Another thing, the credibility of the grant organization. Go and find out about them. Go to Google. Google is very free. It's just at the tap of your finger. Just go on Google. Type the name of the organization. See their record. Check their traction. Check entrepreneurs that they supported. Are they real? What are they doing? Other businesses that they supported. Find them on Instagram. Find them on Facebook. Read them about those businesses they supported. So that is another thing to look out for. Another thing is, there are some grants that they give to a specific location, like the Orange Corner incubation program. They support Lagos-based entrepreneurs. And then for those outside Nigeria, in Africa, they support entrepreneurs in Ghana too. Okay, so if you're not in Lagos, if your business is not in Lagos, and yet because Orange Corner is giving 5,000 euros to something or 20 entrepreneurs, they are giving 135,000 euros to entrepreneurs, and say, and your business is in Abuja, and you go and apply, they block you, and then you start applying that you wasted your time putting your application together, blah 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 blah. Look out for the criteria. Another thing, some grant organizations, they focus on the particular business industry. You get it. Some are focused strictly on agri. Some are whatever sector. If your idea is feasible, is innovative, is profitable, is possible, like they are seeing a light, they are seeing something that they are looking out for. So you need to know what they are looking out for. Now, I need to mention some grants. You submit your application, submit your business card, and they pick you. While there are other ones that you have to go through training. So you need to ask yourself, this organization wants to train you for 3 months before we give you the funding. Are you willing to submit 3 months of your time, like an hour, 2 hours, 3 times or 2 times a week? Those are the things you should look out for. Not like you get into it and then start saying, I didn't bargain for this, I didn't bargain for that. So you need to look out for that. All the things are under criteria and CFO. Now, there are some grants, they are giving it to people that already have traction. Businesses that are above 1 year, businesses that are above 3 years, like the African Business Heroes International Grants, $1.5 million for 10 entrepreneurs across Africa. If your business is not up to 3 years, you cannot apply. If you cannot provide the financial record for 3 years, you cannot apply. And the application is usually very long. So imagine spending hours in the application, and at the end of the day, you did not get that criteria. You say, oh, I wasted my time. So you need to look out for the criteria and then prepare yourself if you really want to grow your business. You get it. So those are some of the things I can say that entrepreneurs need to look out for before they apply for the different ones.
Yeah, thank you so much. Criteria. I was actually listing them: criteria, age, location, nature of business, commitment.
Number of years.
Finally, what would be your general advice to people when it comes to sourcing for financial help when starting and running a business?
Okay.
What should be now? We have a lot of people online tonight, quite a number of people online tonight. Now, what should every person online tonight take home when it comes to business grants?
Okay, when it comes to business grant, what I would advise is before you even apply, have a plan, have a vision. You can't just be jumping at every grant if you don't have a vision. In fact, there's no way your eyes will even open to it because you did not plan for it. If you have it written down on your vision board, you should have a goal. This is where my business is. This is where I want to get to. How do I get there? How much do I need? What do I need to get there? So have a plan, have a goal. And then, of course, be optimistic. If you fail once, try again. There's no harm in trying. There's nothing wrong in failing. When you fail, it's an opportunity for you to learn, take the lessons, and try it again. So be optimistic. Just be optimistic, and of course, be planned and put in the things that you need to do.
All right, thank you so much. Somebody asked me a question.
Okay.
So I'm actually trying to look for the question in my DM, but I can't find it. I really don't know why. Maybe because I switched phone. So somebody asked a very interesting question, but I can't find it. So please, if you're the person that asked that question that came to my DM to ask the question, you can drop it in the DM. I think she was talking about something grant, how she can access this. You see anything grant, is this grant to follow her, send her DM, call her, talk to her, whatever you want to do with her. And then we really need to talk about your course. There's a course that you have, and that was what attracted me to your page. So please, I need you to shed more light on that course so that people will not just, because people like freebies, and people just, now that we've talked about grants now, we've spoken about it, so people just go to Google and just start to do it by themselves. They just feel, maybe they've talked about it, this criteria, location, nature, everything. There's nothing there now. Go think of there's nothing that is hard. Then we just go Google, and then you now try like 5 years, and you try like 100 times, and then you don't get it. So I need you to shed more light on the course that you're offering in respect to this grant. What exactly will your course help applicants to achieve? Because I am particular about value. If somebody decides to take your course, what exactly will your course help them achieve in respect to grants? Okay, basically, I have a course, the grant winning course. Okay, it's for entrepreneurs who are interested in grants, who want to learn about grants. Okay, who want to learn the procedures, the strategy, the process. Who want to learn from somebody who has gained experience. Okay, from accessing grants. Okay, so in the course, you will learn how to set your goals, how to put your vision board. You will learn how the beginning of the course, yes, your mindset, your vision board, your goals. Then, of course, we have to look out for grants, the different types of grants that are available, different organizations that give grants. Okay, what kind do the applications get released every year? Okay, what their selection criteria is, and then what you are expected to do. Okay, some people don't even know how to write a business plan. Okay, some people just feel it, and some people go to Google to go and copy business plan. They copy and they paste. Plagiarism. They copy and they paste like that. I've done reviews where I tell clients, come, you copy this thing word for word. It shouldn't be like this. Do it this way. Okay, so you learn how to design your business plan, business proposal, 1 page, 2 page, some organization require that submit a 1-page business proposal. Okay, the things that should be in your 1-page business proposal. I talked about that in my grant course. Things that should be in your 2 to 3 pages proposal, 5 pages proposal, 10 pages proposal, how to design a pitch deck. Some people don't even know what a pitch deck is. Okay, it's like a summary of your business plan.
the image is a graphical representation summary of your business plan. The pitch deck, after that, a pitch deck, how to do your video pitch. Okay, some organization require that you do submit a 1 minute video pitch telling us about your business idea. Okay, how do you package your stuff? How do you come on the camera? What do you say? What are you supposed to say in 1 minute that will capture the person that is going to review your application, to give you an opportunity? Okay, I think this person has what we are looking out for. We should give him or her a chance. So these are some of the things that you are going to learn in the grant winning course. And of course, at the end of the course, because we have a community, this grant community, so who just want you joining our community is free, but who just want to join our community and get on the community and start asking without even knowing about grants? So at the end of the course, you're able to join our community, you network with other entrepreneurs. Okay, so in our community, we have about 900 entrepreneurs on our Telegram community. We're able to join, have opportunity to ask questions. Because if you want to come to me and have a one-on-one session with me on your business, or maybe help me to do this, you can easily post your question on the community, and people, entrepreneurs on the group, and respond to them. And I help you, because you can't imagine the number of DMs I get on my phone every day. And if people are asking me questions and all of those things, and then this grant is giving possibly 15 or 20 minutes responding to over 100 DMs. When we really won't have time to grow, I have my own businesses. We don't have time to grow my business. But the community is there for you to drop your questions. And okay, you guys may not be able to respond to people's DM, like inquiries, session, one-on-one, and all, except you're going to do a paid consultation session, which is very, very quite expensive. Some people may not be able to afford it. For those that want to save time, okay, it's good to go on Google, it's good to do your own research, but if you want to save time, it's better to learn from somebody who is experienced, so that you'll be able to save time, learn what you need to learn, and get to work. So these are some of the things that you're going to benefit after signing up for the grant. Now, of course, it's more like an access to me, because every question dropped on that community, I ensure that I committed myself. Okay, I'm not able to do one-on-one like we talk to all this community. So long as you drop your question there, I will definitely respond. So basically, these are the things that you learn. And of course, we drop different grant opportunities that are available on the community time to time. We drop them. But once it comes out, our community members get access to them and they apply. When they have challenges, if some demands that I need to organize a Zoom to guide them through the process, or do a training, or do a class, put the link on Zoom. Okay, this is the link. Go and watch it. This is how to do for this particular grant. This is what you should do. So these are the benefits. And let me show you, when the grant winning course started, okay, I've been training. What I've done is just one of training, but I put it like into a course where it's not time bound. Like you don't have to like, when is the course? I missed the course. Hey, I can't take this class again. So it's you can take it at any time. At any time, once you sign up, you can take it at any time. You have all the time to take it. Like, it's very, very flexible. Okay, so when it started in March this year, it sold for 3,250. Gradually, we moved it to 5,200, 5,500. It's sold. We moved it to 8,500. It's sold. And now the current price of that course is 15,750, including VAT and all of that. And I mentioned earlier that this course will sell for 25,000 by December, and the price of that course is still moving to 25,000 by December, because we keep updating and we keep adding more information to it and values to it. So the price will keep increasing. It can never depreciate, just like land. It will keep increasing because we are adding value. People are getting testimonials. People's businesses people are experiencing changes in their businesses and making up. So I think that's it.
Yeah, thank you so much. You see, when you're talking about people copying and pasting, copying from Google Business Plan, I just smiled because as a lawyer, I've seen that on different occasions. It may not be business plan, but some people will just copy and paste, download legal documents probably that is applicable in Texas, in Canada, and then they just remove name and put their name and they will sign. And I have seen, when I see it, I just smile, I just laugh, because I just tell them, see, you just sign your death sentence without you even knowing. So people do not understand that search engines are just for general knowledge. They do not understand. And I try to let people understand that it's not, even lawyers, there's no profession on the earth that does not use Google. But the way I will apply Google as a professional in my field is not the way every other person will apply. So when you go to Google and you search for something, you should have a general overview to have an understanding and knowledge. But you will need, if you really want to do that thing, you will need guidance. You will need the expert to guide you, because it is not everything that Google is like, is a place of different opinion from different people. Somebody, I may ask what is grant now, and I go to the internet and I get a million response of what grant is from different experts or from different people. But for me to really, go through that route, I will need an expert, probably within my jurisdiction, to carry me through. So I'm saying this because I know that people will watch this replay like they will do. They always do. Watch this replay, probably go to my YouTube, watch it, and just bam, how to apply for grants, and they will begin to do it. It's not that you cannot do it, but I can assure you that you're going to make different errors, mistakes that you could have easily avoided with less than 16,000 naira. So somebody is asking now, somebody asked the question, I want to read the person's question. So the person said, Real Sim Sonny is saying, how can I assess the course or so? I really don't want, please, that is Mrs. Stella Adebayo. She is the guru of grant application. Go to her DM, call her, she has a course, take it. I purposely brought a non-lawyer on board because everything is not about legal. When you have done legal structure, you will need money. You will need other things. You will need marketing. You will need branding and all of that. Legal structure is a continual thing. I am a lawyer and I deal with legal structure when it comes to your business. When you want grants, please send her a DM. Take her course is really important. I really don't know if she has consultation section. I do not appreciate people to, ask questions without trying to book for you don't want to pay for consultation and all of that. Now this is a free consultation because it's a general thing, but if you want her to put you through, I don't know how she does it apart from the course. Please send her a message, go to her DM, and she's going to attend to you. Wow, it's been a wonderful night. This is one of the longest live chats I've had, and I've really we're almost going to 2 hours. This is like 11 p.m. I've really had fun tonight, and sincerely I've also learned a lot. Thanks. I don't know if I'm interested in a grant. I don't know if I'm going to take the course myself, but let's see how it goes. But thank you. I know we've been able to help a lot of people tonight. So thank you, Mrs. Stella Adebayo, and I hope that next time when we invite you, you will come on board.
Sure, I will.
And by then, the network will be better.
By God's grace, it will be better.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. You can excuse yourself now. You can excuse yourself. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you gain knowledge. I know you gain knowledge. Thank you so much for joining. God bless you guys. See you next week, Saturday by 9 p.m. Bye.